Good morning, Selma Middle School students, families, and community. We're coming at you now with our weekly wrap up. This is the time where we're just summing up some things in culture, some things going on in the world. Students, we want to push your thinking. We want to get it going to the next level.
Yeah, that's what it's about. There's no hidden agendas. There's no reasons why we're doing that. We just miss talking to you, and we've had some deep conversations last year, and we want to continue those. But we're going to need you to hit the comments, talk to us, and or email us, and we'll talk about what you share with us on screen.
My first topic, Mr. Baker, is in students. Did you know there's a coin shortage going on in America right now? All of the things that happened with COVID caused coins to be limited. Students, did you know? Have you seen it? If you have a surplus of coins, now may be the time to cash in.
You know, I went through McDonald's, I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, and it said we may not be able to give you the change that you need if you don't give us exact change. So that's how I'm aware of it. But I wonder if any of you have been affected by the coin shortage. We were looking into it as we were talking about it, and it's because as people have stayed home and not spending as much cash, they're doing a lot of online purchasing, those coins aren't in circulation, and so they don't make it into the hands of the banks and the businesses, and so therefore there's an actual shortage. Can we make money off a shortage?
I believe that we can. Students, I had a piece of mail come to me not too far from Selma that said for every $100 that you have in coins, a bank would be willing to give you an additional $15 in cash on top of $100 in paper cash for your $100 in change coins.
So in the past, when we had a piggy bank, you'd go to the bank, they count it all out, you get the exact amount. But you're saying if somebody has $100 in change, they could actually get $15 in return?
Yes, they can get the 100 back in paper money, and in addition to the 100, you can cash in an extra $15 just for all of that loose change laying around the house.
You know what I'm gonna
do? What's that?
I'm going home, I'm digging under the seats, I'm getting the couch, lifting it up, I'm crawling under my bed, I don't even know what I'll find there. But I'm looking for change.
An extra $15 never hurts. Students, some critical thinking questions. 1, did you know about the change shortage? 2, how does not having a monetary flow affect the economy? And 3, how does that affect us locally or maybe not at all here in Johnston County and here in Selma?
Great questions, great questions. The last topic we're going to talk about is, many of you might have been aware as you're flipping through TV last night, that the Democratic National Convention is taking place, and we do in fact know who they are putting forward for president and vice president.
Correct. We also want to recognize that there's a convention going on for the GOP next week as well. And this gives presidential candidates just platforms on the Democratic and Republican side where they are speaking about their platforms, what they would intend to do as a president with their platform going forward.
Yeah, and it was interesting because many times during this time, we forget that we're all humans and have feelings, and we begin attacking one another instead of thinking critically about who we should vote for. And so what are some things we should focus on when we hear, because that really is a sad time when you start hearing commercials, you start hearing people, and we start attacking one another simply because we disagree with one another. And part of being educated and civil to one another is to not tear each other down just because we disagree. So what are some things we can think about during this time, because it's going to get noisy?
Right, I agree. Students, what are your thoughts? What qualities are important to you when voting for a presidential candidate? What do they need to have that qualifies them to be right for the job?
We encourage you to tune in and listen. Make decisions for yourself. Don't let other people make that decision for you. Think about the questions Mr. Yule just brought up. Think deeply about it. Call somebody, you know. We have a lot of discussions. It can be during the day. Maybe we text, hey, what did you think about that? But it's when we open ourselves up to that conversation, and it doesn't mean we agree with one another every time. What it means is we are able to have a conversation. And it's amazing when you listen to other people for understanding how much it may in fact change what you think.
Students, we want to hear from you. Be sure, as Mr. Baker stated, drop a comment, shoot us an email. We miss you more than you know.
We'll see you. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.